Seeing that the ship was already tilting, he quickly rushed down to slow the speed of the life raft. At the same time, he tried to stabilize the ship to prevent more seawater from entering the wreck. Then he pulled out a long steel pipe. He inserted it into the gap between the container and the shipwreck and tried to push the container away, but he underestimated the weight of the container. The steel pipe bent and twisted instantly. The container didn't move at all. Realizing this method failed, the man had to think fast. At that moment, he noticed a small hole in the corner of the container. Suddenly, an idea struck him. He rushed back into the shipwreck and took out a heavy sandbag from the cabinet. Then he jumped carefully onto the container and tied the sandbag rope through the hole. After making sure the knot was secure, he lifted the sandbag and threw it straight into the sea. Soon, with the pull of gravity and sea currents, the container slowly loosened its grip on the ship. The man quickly turned the ship. Finally, he managed to push the container away from the wreck. But the hole in the ship was too large, and seawater continued to pour inside. As the water level rose above his knees, he tried to start the water pump, but the motor only made a weak sound and didn't start. He had no choice but to risk climbing onto the deck. He turned the ship toward the sea breeze so that the broken gap lifted above water level. Now seawater was no longer entering. Watching the container drift farther away, the man finally felt relieved. Next, he only needed to repair the gap to continue sailing. For the first time in days, his stiff face finally relaxed. After a short rest, he took apart all the electronic devices and laid them on the deck to dry. Then he opened a bottle of 502 glue, poured it into a container, mixed it well, and applied it around the damaged area. Next, he sealed all the gaps using nylon wire and pressed everything tightly. Once he confirmed no more seawater could enter, he took out a wooden stick and carved one end into a thing shape. He filled the pump with water and used the stick to manually pump the water out. After an exhausting day, he was completely worn out, but to survive he couldn't stop. Then he removed the battery under the deck and connected it to the drying radio. If you're visiting our channel for the first time, make sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon for more videos like this.